Good morning. Thank you for coming. Yeah, from the players' perspective, the mood is okay, calm. Yeah, the guys are looking forward to the upcoming match, the preparations, the recovery processes. That is what we are focused on right now. And that is the objective, to face the game at Orlando with ultimate confidence and make sure that we go out there, execute, and do as best as we possibly can.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Like the captain said, the mood is it's okay. We just arrived from our match in Algeria and trying to utilize the time as good as we can to make sure that Sunday we can put there a good performance in Orlando. Is one of those very important games of the season, and we will be more than ready.
Okay, we're now ready for questions from the floor. Please identify yourself as well as the media company you represent prior to asking your question. Are there any questions? Are there any questions from the floor?
Coach Benjamin Irenge here from Soccer Ladu. Just a simple one, Coach. Coming back from Algeria, you just said flying and all that stuff. How big the toll does it take on the players, mentally and physically?
No, nothing. We knew the schedule since a long time ago, and we're preparing to deal with that congestive period of games and traveling. So we are just focusing in the things that can help us to get the objective, to win the match, to perform in our level. And we are busy because, like I said, we were preparing in advance, so we don't use the time to feel sorry or to feel tired or stuff like that. We just want to make sure that on Sunday we are ready again, and we have the resources and the capacity to do it, and it's not going to be a big issue for us.
Morning, Coach. Kamkhelu Mkhale from VOFM. Coach, looking at the team that you are facing on Sunday, Stellenbosch FC, what do you think is the threat that they possess that you need to guard against? Because you can see in previous matches, you can never know for sure what kind of Stellenbosch that you're going to face, an unpredictable Stellenbosch. So what do you think that you need to guard against the danger that they pose when you face them on Sunday?
Many things. They have been a very competitive side since a long time ago, and it's not by chance. It's due to how good they are as a collective. They were changing in the last season, last year and a half, many of the probably important names in the start 11 in the squad, but they're still competing in a very high level. Is one of the teams who is competing in Africa, representing the country. They have that capacity to perform in many different scenarios, managing to play two finals in a row in the last season, in the last year. It speaks very well about the kind of team that we are going to face, always giving us problems. The most recent time we played them in Orlando, after 70 minutes we were leading 2-0, we lost the game 2-3. That speaks very well about the capacity of the opponent that we're gonna face. So yeah, a lot of credit for them for the results that they are getting, for the football that they are playing. And if we speak about threats, there's many. It's a team with capacity to dominate opponents with possession. Is an opponent with capacity to defend results and punish you in quick transitions. Is a team with capacity to create you problems in set pieces. So like I said, they are not competing in the maximum level by chance or in a short space of time. They've been there already for a long period, and that's because they are a well-structured team with talent and with capacity to give you a difficult day for sure.
Juggling it from News 24. Got a question for both gentlemen. I'll start with the captain. When you grew up here, you know what it takes and also the challenges for a young player to come and do well in such a team. What do you make of what the generations of Ongoda and Rele have been able to do in terms of stepping up at a young age and being able to sort of carry themselves? And then what does it take to be able to achieve that, having grown up here? And for you, coach, I mean, the team is in a period where, I mean, like it feels like everything that you guys are doing goes well when you go to Algeria and you make it seem like a walk in the park. Got that 7-match winning streak. What is it that you've learned in the past 2 seasons that seems to be clicking this season, where a number of things that you would struggle in, you've been able to do, and from what we've seen to come up with ease?
Yeah, I think to answer your question, a lot of credit needs to go to obviously the academy, the coaches that have worked with him throughout. But yeah, also, you know, as an individual, you need to give credit to the guys, not only the youngsters, but everyone. You know, the humility that we have within the squad is unbelievable, and it helps a lot for us to craft, you know, new information, new tactics, and for the players also to be coachable. It helps, and you know, we believe that if you train well, you work hard, and you're good enough, then you deserve to play. But yeah, we wish them all the best of luck. We are here to support them, and they should keep going. You know, keep their feet on the ground, and keep improving and getting better and better, and keep being humble. But yeah, a lot of credit needs to go to the academy where they come from, the coaches that work with them, but also to them, you know, and for them to be able to grasp information and be coachable. It's very important, and we wish they can keep going like that and keep improving.
We're not having any walk in the park. You said before. Honestly speaking, we working so hard every day to make sure that when we go to the games, we are prepared and we can compete in the maximum level with all the difficulties that we used to find in each and every game. So nothing is coming for free. Nothing is coming out of the effort that the players and everybody around them is putting in practice in every single week. And I think that I did answer this question already several times. I'm okay if I have to answer the same question this week again. There's no clicks, there's no nothing that suddenly from nowhere is coming right. This is a long process where we manage to be competitive from the first day, to achieve multiple things in our first season together, in our second season as well, things that we as a group, we always put in a high estimation, in a high value, not maybe you as a media or sometimes people around as well. And right now we're just collecting the fruit of 2 good seasons before this one, and with a high level of confidence in what we do as a group, and getting maybe sometimes better results than before, but I will never separate what's happening this season from what's happening or what happened in the 2 seasons before.
Coach, I'm not sure if you looked at Stellenbosch's game in midweek in the Confederations Cup, but they did field a slightly weakened team. They rotated the squad a lot, obviously, maybe showing some priority towards the league match against you. Do you take any notice of that in terms of how you prepare the team? Because I think you guys didn't change much to your usual starting.
Yes, we do. We try to know, as usually, as much as we can about the opponent and the different possibilities that they can use against us on Sunday. They play slightly different in the first half in the CAF Confederations game, with different role for some of the individuals there. Like you said, saving or not saving. I don't know the reasons behind, but not for example, Basadi and De Jong not being part of the game in the beginning, not at all in Basadian case. Some players not available to play against us on Sunday, so they probably will try to find the way to minimize our options with whatever they have in their hands. But like I said before, it's a team with quite flexible tactically, also depending on the result, with the capacity to change quick and early inside the games if they are leading or if they are chasing. So we know each other very well because we did have a deep analysis of the opponent before the final just a few weeks ago, 5 weeks ago or 6, I'm not sure. But still, there's an evolution in each and every team. Stellenbosch is not an exception. They are facing now a different period, also without players like Maela and some others. So again, an interesting fixture. Two really good teams, in my opinion, fighting probably for similar objectives. So it's going to be an interesting one from the football perspective.
Thank you. Riveiro from SABC here.
Good
I
morning.
just want to go back to the game in Algeria, but on the growth of this team tactically. I looked at how you started, and you take the early lead, and then they come back in the way that they come back. What can you say, especially some of the players, I mean, playing in those conditions for the first time, but how you maintained your approach, and even though it was difficult, but you never cracked. So just the evolution of this team tactically and especially at that level.
What is the question?
Yeah, I just want you to touch on how this team has grown.
Okay.
Yeah, especially at that level.
No, we're still growing. Like I said after the match, it was our first time together in a scenario like this group stage match, which is different for multiple reasons that we don't have the time now to go through. But it's a different type of game, and if we are fair with our players, with our group, with everyone, the way they approach the game. How competitive they were from the first minute, the level of confidence that they show in the first stages of the game in a scenario like that speaks very well about the mentality of the team. And one thing was clear for me before the match. I knew, maybe it's too much to say, but I'm sure that whatever happened in that kind of games, the team will be better after those 90 minutes because the level of the game, the experiences that the players are accumulating there, especially our youngsters, not many players in the 20 and in the start 11 with experience in that competition. So we can only grow having the opportunity to be in the Champions League, which was one of the objectives 1 year ago and 2 years ago. Finally, this season we managed to do it. And this young team, the club will get a massive benefit of this opportunity to be in the group stage. Wherever we finish, we want to go as far as possible, obviously, but in terms of the experience that these players are going to get, the experience that they are getting also when they go with the national team, it's something that I'm sure that Pirates will capitalize in the near future.
Good morning, Coach and Skipper. I'm Atlanta from Times Live. Coach, I just want to check, what are the sort of the systems that you've put in place at the club to ensure that younger players that come through find themselves in a good environment where they can thrive? We've seen maybe elsewhere youngsters coming through but not really catching fire like your youngsters have caught fire at Barrett.
From the club perspective, it's about the key, like in every other club in the world, is recruitment. have a good scouting structure in order to have the capacity to accumulate talent in your young structure, let's say, academy. But then, from my point, I don't see the players as youngsters or experienced players. Is good or is not good enough. Is ready or is not ready. Is convenient or is not convenient for the game. It's not about when is he, was born, or if he's 20 or 19 or 22. It's not making a big difference. When the player is ready, he's ready. When the player is talented, he's talented. And that's the system itself. You play them or you don't play them. It's simple. And people usually speak about taking the risk of playing a young player. For me, the risk is when you play a player who is not ready. It doesn't matter if he's 30 or 20. In our case, the boys are showing that they are ready and they are capable to survive in different environments so far, and we are happy, we are glad, we are clearly inspiring more youngsters in our structures to be ready, because age is not going to be a problem if they are ready. So that's the system itself.
Next question. No,
I'm done. I've just asked.
Sorry, Susie.
Yeah, Swiso from the SABC. Coach, the win away in Algiers on Tuesday, mentally, what does that do to the team, looking ahead of all the tough matches that you will be facing?
There's nothing like win. Nothing. There's no better recovery process or regenerative process or sleeping tablet or whatever you need to be ready for the next one than winning the previous one. So in terms of confidence for the group, freshness, however you want to call it, getting a good result, especially away from home, it's always, it goes without saying. Imagine if I say, no, the victory is not helping at all, It's not the truth. Winning is very important. That's the final product of everything we do every day. We are doing everything that we do in order to get a good result, and for us a good result is only winning wherever we go, wherever we play. So obviously we are more than happy with the last performance, but again, it's gone. It was 3-4 days ago. Now our focus is fully in the next one. We start from zero again. The game right now is 0-0 from the first whistle, and we need to start again to dig deep and do everything in order to minimize our opponent and in order to be ourselves again on Sunday, because we know we need our best version to beat Stellenbosch every time we face them.
Final 2 questions, starting with Lawrence and Jabul.
Skipper, last year, I think maybe the year before, we sat here a lot and we spoke about inconsistencies, and you were always saying how we're working hard, process, echoing what the coach was saying. But now things are actually, coming right. You guys are getting consistency, you're getting big wins. How good does it feel, and has the morale in the squad and the confidence of the players ever been higher? Because obviously, like Coach said, with wins comes, supreme confidence.
Yeah, I think the coach has already said that right now we're enjoying the fruits of all the hard work that we've been building onto the past 2 seasons. And obviously, winning feels good. The morale is always high. It gives you more confidence to improve and work even extra hard. But yeah, again, our objective is to keep on improving, keep on getting better, for us not to settle, and enjoy as much as we can, and making sure that we go out there and we give our people what they want, and also make ourselves, our families and the club happy.
Final question?
It's also to the skipper, but it's twofold. The first aspect of it is that what is it that binds this group of Pirate players together? I mean, I'll make an example in terms of how you guys rallied around Tabiso in that game, in that win against Supersport, after what happened in the game against Monkeys. And having been here for a while, what do you think sets this generation apart from previous Pirates generation?
I think I'll answer the question in one. I think we've been blessed enough to have a changing room with genuinely good people, with good human beings. Like you said, I've been blessed enough to be here for a while, but I think this changing room, this group of players are genuinely humble, genuinely people that have been brought up quite well, and it shows. The way we treat each other, the chemistry within the changing room, within the group, it's quite high. But if there's one thing I will point out is that we are genuinely good people, and credit must go to the gents, everyone. Even the senior players, the elders within the team, to make sure that everyone remains humble and is coachable. It goes a long way, but credit must go to the gents, and just continue being who they are and enjoy these moments, because they don't come around more often.